last weekend came the real test. An incredible matchup with Mexico's Marco Antonio Barrera, a three-way world champion, a legend who'd mixed with the very best of his era. His place in boxing history, long since secured.
You can't believe this, it's incredible stuff.
This is turning into a classic.
Look at this.
Ferocious and quality.
Everything was on the line.
This is a fight which can prove how good Amir Khan is.
I come in to celebrate with all the people in Manchester because I come in to win the fight.
The winner of this fight goes on to a world title in greatness. The loser of this fight, I think it's over.
He wants to use Marcos Antonio Barrera as a stepping stone to catapult him back into prominence, but he made a mistake.
At the end of the day, you know, he's at an age now where he's got to beat these type of fighters.
I don't care what he's done in the past, it's about now, and I know I can go in there and beat him.
It was a fight that had really captured the imagination, a fight that had polarised opinion around the boxing world. Amir Khan against modern-day great Marco Antonio Barrera. Hi there, welcome along. Nobody knew how it would turn out and nobody expected the drama that would unfold. A massive night for British boxing with 20,000 fans at the MEN Arena in Manchester. Khan top of the bill, but plenty of other action as well, including big punching Welshman Enzo Macronelli, hoping to get back into world title contention. Would be another knockout night as he faced an unknown American-based Brit, Ola Afolabi. And Nicky Cook was defending his world super featherweight title against the tough, unbeaten Puerto Rican, Roman Martinez. First up then, Khan against Barrera. Our commentary team, Ian Dark and Jim Watt. First MC, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, ladies and gentlemen, joining us to the red corner, the boxing legend from Mexico City, here is Marco Antonio Barrera.
He's really going for Marco Antonio Barrera. Oh, big shots getting through. Look at this again. Look at this. Oh, big right again from Barrera. Well, he couldn't have got a warmer reception if he was appearing in Mexico City. Marco Antonio Barrera, the very name resonates down the last 20 years as one of the very top boxers on the planet. But at 35 and with 72 fights on the clock, how much is left of the Mexican ring icon? If even 70% of the old Barrera survives here, and the fires have been relit by being cast as a stepping stone by Amir Khan, then Khan could have made a serious miscalculation.
Ian, I think Marco Antonio Barrera will be licking his lips at the moment. He's been invited over here to face a 22-year-old kid who is still in the process of learning the business. A 22-year-old kid who has been blasted out in one round a couple of fights ago. And here we have a living legend. Look through his record, see the kind of people he faces. He will be loving this and he will be looking forward to this.
And he'll love this atmosphere too. He must feel like he's fighting at home at the moment. Khan is on his way for what really is a date with destiny.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, joining us to the blue corner, please welcome boxing sensation from Bolton, England, introducing Amir Khan.
Defining nights and fights have become a boxing cliche, but make no mistake, this is the biggest occasion that Amir Khan has ever faced. His whole career is on the line. Yes, it's even bigger than that Olympic final in 2004. A win tonight catapults him into world class and erases the memories of the one-round knockout here at the hands of Brady Prescott only 6 months ago. But if he loses, is he a busted flush?
Well, Ian, I would love to mention Amir Khan without mentioning his punch resistance, but we can't, because that's the huge question. That's what this fight is all about. There's no question about his speed, his skill, his talent, or his heart, if it comes down to that. But the punch resistance, until you have confidence in that, you can't have confidence in what's the outcome. We'll find out now.
Tail of the tape for this fight. What a vital fight it is. An imaginative match. Barrera's 35 now. Amir Khan still only 22. He hopes it's still all ahead of him. He's got advantages in height, in reach. He's naturally the bigger man, though the fight is at lightweight and he's weighing a bit less here. All Barrera's great deeds have been at lesser weights than this. And look at that. Barrera has boxed nearly 400 rounds more than Amir Khan. But there comes a point when all that top-class experience becomes ring wear. We'll see in a moment. Odds for the fight, very, very close, and they've shortened up on Barrera, who was the outsider this morning, now 6-5 on both boxers. There's been money for Barrera here. Amir Khan 7-4 to win by knockout, Khan 13-8 against Khan. You can get 5-2 on points, and Barrera 5-1 on points with the draw at 25-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the MEN Arena here in the heart of Manchester, England, as Frank Warren, in association with Don King Productions, www.frankwarren.tv, and the Queensberry Fight Network, as sponsored by Russian Premier Vodka and Planet Hollywood, present the featured bout of the evening, live and exclusive on Sky Box Office. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the World Boxing Association, the president Gilberto Mendoza, supervisor Bartolomé Torralba, along with the World Boxing Organization, president Francisco Valcarcel, supervisor Istvan Koko Kovac. Along with the British Boxing Board of Control, and the steward in charge is Jeff Bolter. Introducing to you our three judges scoring our main event from ringside. From England, John Coyle. From Spain, Jose Martinez. And from England, Terry O'Connor. Introducing our third man to the ring, our referee in charge. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions. From Leeds, England, Dave Paris. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA International and vacant WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, the time has come. Live from Manchester, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my left, he is fighting out of the red corner, a true warrior of the ring. Entering the ring, wearing blue trunks, he weighed in at 9 stone, 9 pounds, or 135 US pounds. In his remarkable career, he has compiled a record of 65 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest, with 43 wins coming by way of knockout. Having won his first world title at Super Bantamweight in 1995, he defended it 14 times before winning the world titles at both the featherweight and super featherweight divisions. A veteran of an incredible 28 world championship bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 7-time 3-weight category champion of the world, known as the baby-faced assassin from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, by way of Mexico City, introducing the one and only Marco Antonio the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, stands a young man who really needs no introduction on these shores. Entering the ring wearing red trunks, he weighed in at 9 stone, 8 pounds, 8 ounces, or 134.5 US pounds. In 2004, he was the British sole representative at the Athens Olympic Games, where he proudly came home with a silver medal. His professional record stands at 19 wins, only 1 defeat, with 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, making the first defense of his title, here is the former WBO Intercontinental Champion and the current and reigning WBA International and Commonwealth Lightweight Champion. Please welcome boxing's bright young sensation from Bolton, England, introducing Amir. Timekeepers at the bell, Gary Brennan and Colin Roberts. Our referee in charge, Dave Paris.
I spoke to you both in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you. Shake hands, boys. Come on, shake hands. Good luck to you both. Okay.
An audacious but inspired gamble by the Khan camp. Or is it going to look plain foolhardy in a few minutes' time? We are about to find out. This is the night Khan can catapult himself into the top world level, but what a man in front of him. How much of the old Barrera is left? The man who was in that blazing fisted extravaganza and trilogy with Eric Morales, who destroyed Prince Nassim Hamed and effectively sent him into retirement. Khan, if you need the identification, I'm sure you don't, is in the red trunks, looking for a new style. High-held guard now. Box cool. Keep it at range. Don't get in the zone in front of Barrera. Barrera looks to unleash a left hook. He knows what Prescott did. He knows about Khan's possibly suspect chin. It's important that Khan boxes to the plan.
Yeah, well, I want to see the speed to be in Khan's punching, not in his movement. He can't afford to leap in and out of range here. He has to nurse his way in. Speed of punch, but you can see already how cute and clever Barrera is. He's slipped several of the Khan's jabs already, trying to get close where he can do the damage. Good right hand from Khan. Well, Khan has come in with a plan, and you can see he's trying to execute it, and his hands are up quickly as soon as he gets close. Good sense.
Sharp on their feet there. Barrera certainly felt the weight of a left hand. He's only mixed in minor fights, really, up at lightweight. 3-weight world champion, a 7-time world champion, Barrera. But this is his 73rd fight now. Khan cannot get careless. He must keep those gloves up. He must tighten that defense.
But look how quickly and how high his hands are coming back after he throws a punch. And that's obviously what they've been working on, getting quick punches out and get the defences back immediately. Barrera not managing to find the range yet in the opening round. Impressive start from Amir Khan. Using his reach, using his speed.
So far, so good, but it's very, very early. And he's a cunning old fox, Marco Antonio Barrera. He'd be quite prepared to wait his time. And you've got to watch those punches. He's hurt him, and there's a cut as well for Barrera around the forehead. Breakthrough, Khan. Very dominant early on. Another right hand goes crashing home by Khan.
I'm sure that was a clash of heads. I don't think he was hurt by a punch. I think it was a clash of heads he was wincing from, and you can see the damage there.
Remember that Barrera was cut in his last fight, a relatively minor cut, but blood now oozing. We think it was a clash of heads. How bad is it? We'll find out. He's under heavy pressure. Khan lets go, and Barrera under heavy, heavy fire in this opening round. Is brilliant so far from Amir Khan.
Well, if we questions his confidence, we don't question it now. This is a wonderful start. It's a dream start from Amir Khan.
He's shown here he has it in him to win this fight, but there's work to do yet. They'll work on that cut in Barrera's corner, but he's run into a storm here early on. And looks a bit the worse for wear, Barrera. Thinking heavily, takes another right. Khan was all over him in that opening session, and Barrera's troubled by the cut. He's troubled by that, blinking away the blood. think, might have picked up a little nick as well.
Yeah, that's what he wins from. I mean, look at the force in that head clash, but you can see straight away Khan didn't have the bulk of the damage. And shortly after, you can see Barrera moving away from that and wincing. The punch landed too, but it was the head clash, obviously, that shook him there. Khan seems to have a little cut in his left eye. They're working at it at the moment, but the major damage is in Barrera, although it's high in the head. Shouldn't have a bearing on the fight. Yep, you can see Khan there being worked on.
A little nick on the eyelid by the look of it from the same clash of heads. It was a heck of a clash, wasn't it? What a dramatic start. No 54-second defeat tonight for Amir Khan. He was electric in that opening round, but do not write off Marco Antonio Barrera. He's been around too long and done too much in the business.
I think Khan also shook him up later on in the round, well after the clash of heads. So see the sharpness in the way Amir Khan delivers these punches. They're shaking Barrera up, and he can't match him for speed.
Freddie Roach believes already that Amir Khan is the fastest lightweight he's ever seen. Describes him as a tremendous athlete as well, working with him in Hollywood at the Wildcard Gym, looking to remodel him, rebuild him. But he can't let the adrenaline get to him. He's got to have ice in his veins up there.
Well, I can see big changes, Ian. I can see the hands coming back high quickly. I can see him spoiling inside. When he's not throwing punches, he's not as vulnerable. When he's letting his own punches go. So he's certainly been listening to Freddie Roach.
Barrera's pride, though, is something to be reckoned with. He might be stung. He's looked flat in one or two recent performances, even bored. He shouldn't be bored here with 20,000 people and starting as an underdog. But Khan, dominant so far and unleashing the younger man. Khan enjoying himself almost in there at the moment.
Well, Ian, we're not getting a chance to find out what Barrera has left because Khan is not allowing him to use it. He's dominating this at the moment. We always know there's a danger, but he's dominating the action.
Barrera went for it with his trademark left hook there, that missed by miles, and he's troubled. That blood is thick again, and again it's into the eye. It's a mask, a red mask. He's blinking away. He can't see out of that eye, I wouldn't think. Not much anyway, Jim.
I'm surprised the corner haven't done a better job on that. Maybe it's been reopened again, I don't know. But you would have thought the corner with the experience, or does he have an experienced corner with him?
Well, he's got his brother, isn't he? Now as the main trainer, not the man he had through the glory years, Rudy Perez.
Well, maybe instead of bringing an entourage, Ian, he should have brought a cut man.
They haven't done a great job with it.
He can't even get started, Barrera. He can't cope with the speed of Khan. So, no purchase in his own punches because he can't get set to let them go. Unless this pace slows, I don't see him getting into this fight.
He certainly hasn't managed to do so far. Khan spearing out the jab, and the speed is blinding. He's very impressive when he's throwing the punches, but there is that question mark about the punch resistance of Amir Khan, and that it always will haunt him. And he's caught with a left hand there. He took it. He took that one. That was a fair left hook from Barrera. Good news for Khan. He took the shot.
Hey, homeowner. Visitors at morethan.com.
Big problems for Marco Antonio Barrera from early on, from that head clash. It's a nasty gash.
That is a terrible cut. I don't think anybody could do anything with that and fault the corner. I don't know that anybody could stop the bleeding there.
That is a big and huge gash. Oh.
But look at the speed and accuracy. Look at the way Khan's defence is straight back in place again.
Well, they're trying to patch up. The cornermen had a resigned look on their face then, as if to say, did the best we could with it. But it is a big gash, and that blood is going to flow again, as if Barrera didn't have enough problems at 35 years of age, trying to resurrect his career. He retired a couple of years ago. Something's lured him back. Don King thinks he can revive his career, but he's got work to do in this fight. But he's still in there, and he's dangerous all the time he's in there.
But Ian, you can count the good clean punches he's landed on your thumbs. He landed a good left hook in the previous round, had no effect on Khan. He just can't cope with the speed of Khan's punching. That's a bit better from Barrera.
Going in confidence, Khan, he's turning it on here. I think he really wanted to make a statement tonight after the horror of what happened to him here 6 months ago. To be fair to him, he fronted everybody up after that, went to press conferences within days, did all the interviews. It must have been hard, and look at this. Belts him with a right hand, and Barrera is forced back. He's just finding this talented youngster way too much at the moment.
I mean, look, every time Barrera comes close, look where Khan's gloves go. Straight up to the chin. So we wondered, have they addressed the flaws? They certainly have.
Speed and class from Amir Khan here tonight. Barrera is trying to remember the plot lines from way back. Barrera's trying to take the fight to him, and when he is trying to fight, Khan goes missing from it. When Barrera tries to rest, Khan's after him.
Yeah, and he's fighting in little bursts, and it's not single punches, he's putting them together. Look at it, the blood's actually spurting from that head wound. You have to wonder, will the doctor be involved in this? Because it spurted from the wound there.
Or will the corner even pull him out of the fight? Possibly. Mexicans don't usually quit, do they, in the corner, no matter what it is. You'd need 2 broken legs to quit Barrera in his heyday.
Well, he may be taken out of their hands because the blood is running into his left eye at all times. It's a horrendous cut, and look, he's actually taking a beating from Khan at the moment.
Even allowing for the fact that Barrera is obviously not what he used to be. It is an electrifying display so far, we stress so far, from Amir Khan, who's shown really that he has plenty. It's just a shame he does have that chink in his armour, but it's something he's going to have to learn to live with maybe in his career. He's still going to be marquee, still excitable if he can come through tonight's big gateway test. That blood again into the eye, and Barrera will go back to his corner for more work on it.
Hey, homeowner. When you take out More Than Buildings insurance, you get up to £75,000 worth of home contents cover. Free. Relax. It's covered. Your telly, your fridge, right down to your socks. Yeah, socks. Suck it to me. Visit us at morethan.com.
That's as bad a clash of heads as I've seen in all my years in boxing, and the damage, I don't reckon they can do anything with that.
Tony Rivera, by the way, is Barrera's cut man in that corner, trying to do that, but it's like trying to stem a flood, really, with handkerchiefs or something, isn't it?
Well, look, there's the punches off, and the hands back up to the chin again. I mean, this must just be exactly what they've been doing in the gym. Punches out, hands back up again.
Seconds out, round 4.
The strategy devised and remodeled in that Hollywood gym. Khan, who says the boy has now become a man. Every time Barrera's fought a Brit before, he's won, including Prince Nassim Hamed. Richie went, and on his only other trip to Britain, knocked out Paul Lloyd in a round at the Royal Albert Hall. Khan's after him again, left hook. He looks so sharp and snappy, doesn't he, here, Khan?
And I'm so impressed with the aggression he's putting into his boxing. He's not trying to steal a result here, he's going out and getting it.
Up. That's the new Khan. Gives a little sign to the crowd there. Look, it's all working for me, isn't it, he's saying. Listen to the crowd respond as well. I'll tell you what, if Khan does win this tonight, even with Barrera's cuts problem, I think a superstar is going to be born in British boxing.
Well, several times, Ian, we've said Khan has everything Just one lingering doubt was the chin. Well, they've dealt with that. Now it seems as though he doesn't get hit in the chin anymore. Punches off, quick, accurate, sharp and solid. Then the hands straight back up again. Yeah, but I'm not surprised. I mean, it's pouring into his eyes every second of every round.
I wonder whether they're going to let this go on here. He's got a downbeat look, Barrera. What's the doctor saying to him there? Do you want to go on? Are they going to pull him out? It does look hopeless, doesn't it? Just look at that. He's been taking a bit of a pounding too. Mexicans don't quit, not Mexicans of his caliber anyway. No, he's going on. I'm going on, says Barrera. There's his pride.
But Ian, I don't think he'll be going on indefinitely. I think maybe this is an effort he's going to launch here.
He's going to go for it, isn't he, now?
Yeah, but maybe thinking the rest of this round.
He might just be thinking, I'm going to stop Khan here, or try to, before the cut stops me. And that's the gamble he has to take, but has he got the speed to get there? Khan should be switched on to that fact.
I don't think Khan should stop doing what he's doing, and it's working so well. Don't go on the defensive, don't change. Just keep executing the plan, which is working to a treat.
So far, Khan is dishing out a beating to a man who is an icon of the sport. He's brilliantly quick, isn't he, Khan, at the weight? Brilliantly quick.
Well, several times, Ian, we've complimented every aspect of his boxing abilities and skills. He has everything, and he's put them on display tonight.
A new maturity about him. You'd love to think that maybe the defeat by Brady's Prescott, he could look back on it one day and say, well, that was the making of me, really. I went away, worked on things, tightened up.
He's landed a beautiful right hand. I mean, there's so much confidence in every move he makes. Barrera's showing out now that maybe he's had enough of this. Can't blame him.
I'll go and have another look at it. Let's keep close to that Barrera corner and the discussions and debates going on in there. He's got 40 members of his family in town watching him. He's got a new promoter in Don King. He so wanted to try to revive his career. I mean, he's not helped by, I mean, he is handicapped badly by that, but you shouldn't take anything away from Khan.
He can't. I mean, you can see the plan he's come into the ring with. He hasn't deviated in the slightest from it. The speed of punch, the movement, the legs have slowed down, but the hands are still fast, and the defence is back in place after every burst of punching. A perfect display from Khan so far. He just can't do anything with the bleeding here.
It's been a hopeless case for Tony Rivera, the cut man, and no blame really should attach to, because that is a huge, wide gash. And look, even after a minute's work, it's flowing again.
Can't do anything with it. I mean, at one point during the round, you actually saw the blood spurting out. No way they can do anything with that.
Fifth round. Red trunks, Amir Khan. He's won everything so far. And again, blinding hand speed from him. He's looking now, I think, to deliver the finish. If the doctor doesn't deliver the finish before him. Just can't get off with his punches at all, Barrera.
No, Khan's boxing perfectly. You know, using his feet when he has to use them. Look at the accuracy in the right hand again. He has all the physical advantages, and he's using them.
So we've got to a stage in the fight now where if the cut did stop it, with the accidental clash of heads, they'd just go to the scorecards anyway. There are enough of the fighters gone, 4 completed rounds. Khan is miles ahead at the moment.
But even the punches Barrera's throwing, he's throwing them under pressure, so he's not set for them. He's not setting Amir up for the punches, so they're not snapping them. Oh, look at this.
He's taking his licks, Barrera. This isn't the Marco Antonio Barrera. How could it be? Who so outsmarted Prince Nassim Hamed and rammed his head into the ring post saying, "Who's your daddy?" That was 9 years ago. Right hand there, and that one did have an effect on Khan. Alarm bell, but Khan said to say, "I'm all right." Barrera's going for it. He's trying to set his feet and find one punch to rescue this fight from the depths.
Well, he does have amazing experience over the 12-round distance, but there is no sign whatsoever of Khan slowing down at the moment. Okay, we're only in round 5, but everything's still working perfectly for him.
Khan has fought 110 rounds to prepare for this. He's been locked away, lights out 9:30, living like a hermit, phones cut off. And now they're going to have another look at this. They're going to have another look at this. There's a shake of the head from Barrera this time.
Ian, I've never known a doctor to be called up twice and not stop it the second time. Very unusual. If he doesn't stop it this time, very unusual.
It's over. It's a night of redemption for Amir Khan. He has beaten a ring legend. Okay, a faded ring legend, hampered by a very, very bad cut. But that was an electrifying, world-class display from Amir Khan. He's back. Amir Khan.
Well, it was going to take something special to wipe out the memory of British Prescott. Well, we got something special. We got something way beyond I thought Amir Khan, at 22 years old, was capable of. Okay, the clash at the beginning of the fight, the clash of heads, may have had some bearing on Barrera's performance, but to be honest, I don't really think so, because even at that point, you could see the speed of Amir Khan's punching and the fact that Barrera was struggling to deal with it. Okay, he was fighting through a mist of blood through every round since then, did well to stay in the fight, but I thought Amir Khan was perfect today. It was a perfect, punch-perfect performance.
It may be technically that they have to go to the scorecards because there have been 4 completed rounds, but that is a formality. Of course, Khan has won everything by miles, and he's the darling again. How good must that feel for Amir Khan after everything he's been through? Barrera, yep, he's not what it was, but Frank Warren looks a relieved man. They took the gamble. The gamble was paid. Well, here it all is officially with Jimmy Lennon
Ladies
Jr.
and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 36 seconds in round number 5. Our referee in charge, Dave Paris, stops the contest upon advice of our ringside physician due to an unintentional and accidental cut. Now, ladies and gentlemen, according to the rules of the WBA and the WBO, we go to the scorecards in a technical decision. After 5 rounds of boxing, the following are the score totals. Judge at ringside, John Coyle, sees it 50-44. Terry O'Connor and Jose Martinez both scored about 50-45. All 3 in favor of the technical decision winner, Amir Khan.
It is officially a technical decision, as I thought, because it was the cut that officially stopped the fight, but really that should take nothing away or dilute the performance of Amir Khan tonight.
Since day one, since I turned professional, I've been getting criticism, and today, I proved everyone wrong. I know I got beat by British Prescott, but, that was a mistake I made. I really say, it's a blessing in disguise what happened. Since then, we moved to Freddie Roach's gym in the wild card, and Freddie just changed me as a fighter. You can see the difference in me now than before.
Huge pressure on your shoulders. You couldn't get this wrong, though.
I couldn't, it was make or break for me. Even Freddie said that to me. Freddie says make or break. If you lose this fight, then, pack your bags, forget about a world title fight.
Terrible cut, obviously suffered from Barrera, but you just kept to the plan, in, out, using your speed and movement.
That's right, the training that I did in LA was to hit and move, be sharp, be careful, and be patient. Everything after the job. Freddie, every time we met in the corner, Freddie said the same, get in the corner, get inside the ring, middle of the ring, use the jab, and the guy won't hit you.
Freddie Roach, you came up with a perfect game plan. Was he just 100% tonight?
It was a beautiful game plan, and he worked it well. And he's mature now. He's maturing more and more all the time, and he can follow the game plan now, and it's perfect.
What a statement he made. How far do you think he can go in the sport? Because you've worked with hundreds.
He'll be my next world champion for sure.
Definitely.
No doubt about that.
Más o menos traíamos el plan de trabajo.
He was called by the referee as a headbutt. They didn't stop the fight in the first round. I think they should have stopped it before because it was as big as now.
Do you think you would have won despite the head clash?
Definitely. If I would have my two eyes, the fight wasn't going to be this fight. You know, I couldn't see the guy since the first round. The blood was on my eye.
Were you shocked at the speed of Khan, though?
No, sabíamos.
I didn't even feel his punches. He got fast hands, but his punches never did nothing to me. I really didn't feel them.
The plan now is, as Freddie said, we're going to move him on to get him into position to fight for a world title. That's what he wants to be, a world champion. And I think he's a world champion in waiting.
Final word from Amir Khan. You made the statement you wanted to tonight.
That's right. You know, I shut the critics up, I hope. It was a tough fight for me. I went there and I made it easy work. And, you know, I'm happy with the performance, and I just want to thank Manchester and everyone behind me, the guys who supported me all the way, my family, my friends and everyone. You know, I couldn't have done it without them.
So his job done for Amir Khan. The Bond lightweight has set his sights on fighting for a world title before the end of the year. Celebrations for Khan. Would it be a night of delight for former world cruiserweight champion Enzo Maccarinelli?
This is the man who says he's in this game for the glory. Oh, great right hand! I think that was literally lights out. Great shot from Maccarinelli. That was a star performance.
I am not a customer reference.